It is the most sought after educational program, not just because it is homegrown. It is so because it makes sense. So I would say that it is not just conceptual theoretical knowledge, but it is the heritage not from religious perspective, but from the learnings that you can.
Hi, welcome to Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we have Ms. Swati, who is the English Convener at Horizon Gurukul School, which is near Cisco campus in Mahartali. Let's speak to her and understand more about the general concerns that parents are likely to have while joining their kid in a school, and also her personal experiences as a teacher. The usual concern that a lot of parents have is what syllabus, why CBSE, why IB. So can you begin this conversation by letting us know more about CBSE and what edge does it have over the other syllabus?
Well, for starters, CBSE is a national level educational program in our country, which as a matter of fact is followed in many schools abroad as well, right? Especially in the Middle East, which itself speaks volumes about its relevance. So it is the most sought after educational program, not just because it is homegrown. It is so because it makes sense. So I would say that CBSE curriculum is curated to equip our students with a comprehensive and balanced education, right? So there is obviously stress on conceptual understanding, but not just theoretical. There is a lot of talk about practical learning opportunities, hands-on learning opportunities. It also offers real-life world situation. So I would say that it is not just conceptual theoretical knowledge, but it is the one that can be implemented in real-world situations, and that is what braces our students for competitive examinations and higher education. And that is one of the USP of CBSE, I would say, that it prepares our students for competitive examinations, the college education.
And while CBSE gives you a framework, I'm assuming every school paves their own path in reaching the objectives, their own objectives or their own visions. And here at Horizon Gurukul School, how are you approaching CBSE curriculum and how is it different at our school?
Right. So with the help of these guidelines from CBSE, at New Horizon Gurukul, we have devised a curriculum which is specially integrated with values. So at the core, our school's mission is to nurture individuals with spiritual well-being and social responsibility, right? And as far as academic excellence is concerned, we have divided our curriculum from primary to secondary levels in different categories with a mix of scholastic and co-scholastic subjects. So primary students engage in activities to foster independence. Junior secondary engages in project-based learning and art integration to enhance creativity. Secondary level students utilize a lot of quizzes, discussions, presentations, and model making, which is advanced analytical skills. And at the senior secondary levels, we focus on investigative and inquiry-based projects. Now, when I spoke about values earlier, we have a very special, a subject which we as a school, we hold it very close to our hearts. So it is a program, it's an initiative of ISKCON Bangalore, and this program is called NEEP. So they run, this program in our school, and this subject called Values Plus, in which we teach our students values and life skills derived from our great epics, Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata. And I feel this is something that really sets our school apart, where we give modern education to our students, which is equipped with strong values and which are obviously embedded in our rich cultural heritage.
Fantastic.
And of course, we have top of the line infrastructure. We have well-equipped labs. We have Atal Tinkering Lab also, which promotes entrepreneurship and innovation. It has miniature electronic installations, for example, 3D printer, robotics, where children just go and work as innovators. We have Science Park in our school. So Science Park is a display of play equipment which is based on principles of science. So the students can not only enjoy this play equipment but also learn various scientific principles along with it, right? Like inertia, momentum, friction, and whatnot.
Got it. And this whole idea of making kids learn something from the epics or the mythological books that you just mentioned sounds very interesting and looks like a unique selling proposition of your school. But can you throw more light on it, on what happens on a day-to-day basis for a kid? What sort of teachings can they imbibe from this? And can you throw more light on that aspect?
So, like I told you, it's an initiative by ISKCON Bangalore. So they provide resource persons. There is a set of teachers who are employed here, and they undertake classes throughout from grade 1 to 12. They have one values plus period every day, and during these classes there are readings from these scriptures, and students, they have a separate textbook which has a collection of relevant shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, from where students can learn something which would definitely help them in growing up. So yes, there are recitations of shlokas and there are readings from these scriptures. There are assessments also. So the teachers do not just leave it at that. They just do not leave it at the recitations. They are assessed periodically as well. And apart from that, we have assemblies, special assemblies. We celebrate Janmashtami, Vaikuntha Ekadashi. So all these are conducted by Neve teachers, and this is where our students come to know of their heritage, come to know of heritage not from religious perspective but from the learnings that you can derive from these.
Interesting. And would it be challenging for somebody who's joining the school of late to come and get used to all this, and also not just for the school but also curriculum? If somebody is coming from a state board or an IB and coming to CBSE, how is this transformation going to be?
Yeah, so I don't think it is going to be challenging at all, because there are so many options available in market and in the academic market nowadays, and students can choose whichever curriculum floats their boat at any point of time throughout their academic life, is what I feel. So and also transition from ICSE to CBSE or from any other board to CBSE is seamless, because for once the first point is that both of them follow a common national framework. CBSE and ICSE, they have a common national framework which decides similar core subjects, skills which are to be taught, and there is a certain degree of uniformity in the academic standards and the content as well as the assessment. There is not striking difference. They are more or less similar. And if in fact anybody still finds it difficult, because adaptation takes a little time, however it is not starkly difficult to do it. So we have orientation programs, we provide counseling services, mentorship programs, peer classes. There are remedial classes that we organize for such students, which can help bridging this gap very easily. So it is a smooth transition. It is not a difficult, challenging process at all.
Got it. Something that a lot of parents also look out for is how does the school balance the co-curricular activities, be it your sports and other extracurricular activities, along with the academic orientation that you were just talking about. So how does the school manage a fine balance between both at Horizon Gurukul?
Yeah, so as stipulated by CBSE, co-curricular and extracurricular activities are a very important part of holistic development vision of CBSE. And our school also, as directed by CBSE, follows it. And striking a balance between the two sometimes gets difficult. But however, the end goal is that students come out, emerge out as confident and individuals with great leadership qualities. So I'll just give you a small insight into the kind of extracurricular activities that we hold up in our school. Please. So having said that, we lay great emphasis on co-curricular activities. We slowly and gently try to imbibe this into our children's perspective over a period of time through various school activities. And these activities are annual sports meet. We have New Horizon Cup, where different schools from Bangalore come and participate. It's a sport event with different sports involved. And then we have inter-house competitions where different performing arts are involved: music, dance, drama, arts. We have Model United Nations, MUNs. We have social outreach programs through Interact Club. And we also hold a lot of external examinations like Olympiads and Spell Bee. And there are two very close annual events that we keep very close to our hearts. One is Gyan Mela. It is a knowledge fair. So we have these two events alternatively every year. So this Gyan Mela is a knowledge fair which focuses on integrated education, where students put up stalls for their subject, and parents and anybody in the community can visit the school, and students would talk about their stall, would talk about the given topic. Other one is Upahar. It is a carnival where students again put up stalls. These stalls are food stalls or game stalls. And the focus over here is gathering up money for charitable contributions. So we are focusing on social welfare, the social responsibility over here. So see, not only core subjects have learning objectives, we have learning objectives for co-curricular activities as well, where our students come out as great leaders, aware citizens basically, who know their responsibility as a citizen in our country.
Fantastic. And before we conclude, can you give us the usual admission process at New Horizon Gurukul School? In which time of the year should a parent reach out to you, and when does the academic season start, especially for CBSE?
So we start rolling out admission forms in the month of October, and parents can find it online, or they can come down to school campus and fill the form here itself. After that, they are normally called for entrance examinations. There are one-on-one interactions with parents and the principal, student and the principal. And once the child is selected and the admission formalities are taken care of, the new session begins from June onwards.
Got it. And thank you so much for coming forward and sharing all these thoughts, ma'am. It certainly will be of great help for parents who are looking for good schools in your locality. And on behalf of all those parents as well, thank you very much for your time. Thanks.
Thank you so much for having me.
We look forward to speaking to you very often and getting to know a lot more about New Horizon Gurukul School. Thank you very much.
Sure, definitely. Definitely.
Thank you.